Hi, Gary here from Mr. G Shave, back for my first shave in 2022, and may it be a great year. Let's hope we see the back of the major problems with COVID. So many people down with it lately, so my heart goes out to all of you who've had COVID. Yeah. Right, what am I using today? I've got quite a few new items to the den, as you can probably well imagine. You know, we've just had Christmas and so on and so forth. So, the first item, which isn't new, is going to be, I think I shaved with this on New Year's Eve. It's going to be my Giles Shaving Co. Pedestal bowl, my favourite bowl. End the year on my favourite bowl, begin it on my favourite bowl, that's what I say. The brush today is my Bosse shaving brush with a pine cone in it. There it is there. Stunning looking brush. Beautiful knot. I don't know what knot he puts in this, but it's lovely and soft. And he's on Etsy. It's Tourne de Bois. So I'll put the link below for his site. So that's the hardware. So as usual, I'm going to get myself ready. I haven't shown you the razor, have I? So this was a gift from my mother, and it's the Dovo Shavette. So there you go. I'm using the Dovo Shavette, and in there I've got a Derby extra blade on its first use, so we'll see if this draws blood. A little bit worried about this shave, but you know, as I always am, regardless of if it's a new razor, straight razor certainly, not so much a DE, but if it's a new straight razor, let's hope it doesn't draw too much blood. But there you go. Right, so that's it. I'm going to get myself ready, and I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Don't think I mentioned at the beginning, I think this is shave number 135. This is it? No, it's not. That's my normal shaves. What straight razor shave is this? I'll have to look it up. This is what I have to do at the beginning of each video. This is straight shave number 44. So there you go. Straight shave number 44. So nice to start off a new year with a straight razor shave, but I'm not sure about this shavette. I'm a little bit worried about this, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I've got other shavettes, I've used them and they've all been fine, but I always worry a little bit when I first start with a new shavette. So the software today, Aromabar is the pre-shave. Great stuff this. It's one of my favourite straight razor pre-shaves. Just rub it between the hands, and there we are. So I hope everybody's got over their hangovers from New Year's Eve. Took me a while. I didn't actually drink a lot, to be fair. Well, I didn't drink anything on New Year's. It was New Year's Day where I maybe partook a little bit too much. But yeah, never mind. I had to look after my mother on New Year's Eve. Well, I didn't have to. She didn't, ask me to, but I just decided, she's nearly 90. She's 90 in February. And everybody else was out doing their things, and I didn't want to leave her on her own. So I stayed in on New Year's Eve. Thank you for all your comments about being a good son. Right, the soap today. And I'll put the scent profile up here. I don't want to prejudge it. I've seen other people use this soap, but I don't think anybody's noticed this, or certainly not pointed this out. Is Stirling Haverford. This is a wonderful, it's like a chocolatey, musky, I think there's some sandalwood, I'm not sure. I haven't looked up the scent notes on this, but I have watched videos well before Christmas. But the one thing is the pall, as you can see there, but if you notice, it's actually only the top layer that's dark brown. So the bottom layer is actually white. So just out of interest, you know. Good, strong, out of the pot scent strength, I would say 5 or 6. And the actual lather, I don't know whether you can see, I think you can actually. It's sort of a light brown with a touch of purple in the background, I would guess. But this is beautiful leather. Not a strong scent strength out of the bowl. We'll see what it's like on the face. But yeah, beautiful leather. So let's get some more H2O on the visage. I've got a treat of a soap for you on Saturday, so make sure you watch my Saturday video. I'm still deciding whether I'm going to do a comparison shave, but I'm sure it's been done before. But I just thought, well, I haven't seen one recently, so I might do this comparison. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to wait till Saturday. And Saturday may be the comparison, or it may just be a normal shave, but I think it's going to be the comparison, to be honest. Nothing amazing, but I think the soap will make you laugh. So I might even do it as if it's a promo video. We'll see. I'm looking forward to Saturday's shave, I must admit. This is great. This is probably could do with a bit more water, if I'm honest. I'm just going to wipe some of this soap off the brush. Let's put a bit more water on here. So that's effectively 2 teaspoons of soap, water I've just, oh, now I'm blooping everywhere, of water I've just put on my face. And that should thin this out a little bit. I hope you can see that it's nice and shiny. I like my lather really slick when I'm using a straight razor, especially when I'm using a new one like this. Matty Lindholm recently did a video on the difference between a straight razor and a shavette, and basically you use a shavette exactly the same way as a straight razor, but the shavette is far less forgiving. The blade is thinner, is sharper, and if you don't get it exactly right, you're likely to cut yourself, which I'm likely to do today with a new shavette. I wouldn't be surprised if we see blood. So here we go. First pass, Derby extra blade. I thought, why not give it a go? I'm not a massive fan of Derbys, although they do work in DE89s. But I thought I'd give it a go with this shavette and see what happens. It may cut me to bits, but we'll see. Right, so first pass with the grain, and what I do is I just put the spine against the face, rotate it until it's flat, and then rotate it out until you can feel it bite. Wow, that's good. Very lightweight. That feels great, actually. Is it a contender for my wax? Well, that's difficult to say. At the end of the day, I've not used it enough yet to make that judgment call. I would say initial thoughts on that first side. No, maybe I don't think it's as good as the Vec, but it is good. The blade is fine. Just dropping off this perfectly hydrated lather. That's wow. That's stunning. Oh, I have drawn blood. Couple of weepers, they don't count. Cuts is what I'm worried about. Or as we say, memory lines. So that looks great, or felt great. The soap, I would say the scent strength on this one is a high 4, maybe just a low 5. It's not as strong a soap as in terms of scent strength as some of my other soaps, but it is a very nice scent. Nice, what I would call winter scent. It gives you a warm hug, as I say. Probably not as warm a hug as Warmest Regards by Moon Soaps, but yeah. Right, let's get on with the second pass. This is where I'm more likely to cut myself, this and the third pass. So yeah, the other thing that's going on in my life at the moment is I'm having to choose a new car. My lease has come to its end. I can either extend it for a further 2 years. I've got a Volkswagen Tiguan, which I love. But because of the chip shortage in the world, it's very difficult to get the car that I actually want, which is probably another Tiguan. But I've got a choice really of a RAV4, top spec RAV4, or a Hyundai Tucson hybrid. Both of them are hybrids. One I think is a plug-in. I think the Toyota RAV4 is a plug-in hybrid. I haven't got a clue. I'm not big on cars and specs and stuff like that, so I don't really know. I'm guessing that a pure hybrid is a car that generates its own charge, and a plug-in you have to plug it in. But I don't know which one's better. So, so any thoughts below? Let me know. It's only a lease car, so. But yeah, that's pretty much. Or I could go, was it the Kia e-Niro, which is full electric, which I quite fancy, but it's a bit low. With my back, I need a car with a higher seat. I can't sort of sit down into a seat, if you know what I mean. It's not good for my back. It's fine occasionally, but not all the time. So that's why I go for the bigger cars. Not because I want to go off-roading, that would kill my back. It's because I just need that height. Right, here we go. So we're going across the grain. So on this side, it's straight up. Now I'm using a very light touch. And I would say a slightly shallower angle when you go up like that. Feels really good, this. That feels great. I'm surprised at how good this is. Now I have had a shave off camera with another shavette that I got at Christmas. It was a free gift with this razor, believe it or not. And it's this razor, which is let's have a look. I haven't got my glasses on. The Falcon. Now this was a free razor, and I have to say this one's dangerous. There's so much weight in this handle that it when you put it to your face, it just wants to fall out. It just wants to do that. It's not well balanced at all, in my opinion. Really, I will use this in another shave, but wow, this one, in comparison to that, this one worries me a lot more. So I did have a go with that. I think it was on the Sunday after New Year. And that, oops, got my glasses. That was an unpleasant experience. So here we go. That feels fantastic. I need alum. This is actually very easy to use. Nothing to worry about. He says as he slices his face in half. But yeah. When the Derby blade is doing a good job, I have to admit. Wonder what a feather would be like in this, the one extreme to the other. That feels great. Wow, that's really close. There's next to nothing left. I'm only on my second pass. Right, here we go. Add a bit more water to the visage. Third pass. So yeah, I hope everybody's had a great start to the new year, and I mean everybody's back at work now, I would assume. So hopefully your week's going well, and you're now looking forward to your first weekend in 2022, or proper weekend. I mean, New Year's Day is just usually an alcoholic haze for anybody, isn't it? Either from a hangover from the night before, or from whatever you're drinking on New Year's Day, or from hair of the dog, as they call it. So yeah. Yeah, I was abusing the alcohol on New Year's Day, and certainly on the Sunday as well. So here we go, against the grain. This is very manoeuvrable indeed. Because it's so lightweight, it just feels a much safer shavette than that Falcon thing. Nick myself there a bit. I need some alum. Their soak is really slick, but you get that with Stirling. And then just to finish off. Yeah, see those nicks, or those, not nicks, but those weepers there have stopped on their own, so they weren't serious. That feels great. Really smooth. Really, really smooth. No problems there at all. That feels great. I have to say, pleasantly surprised by that razor. Let's have a feel around. Pick up, I've got to do some pickups up here. Next to nothing here. I'd quite happily leave that as is, but I'm going to pick it up anyway. And then the usual spots where I've got, I would say, more than usual left, but that's probably because I've been really careful with this razor. But I will give it another go now. I've got loads of lather left here. This has produced copious amounts of lather. Oh yeah. Very luxurious feeling lather, this. And that's the scent. Whilst it's not as strong as some of the other soaps that I've got, I think it will remain in the bathroom all day, this scent. It's a really nice scent. Is it my favourite scent? No, probably not. Not sure what my favourite scent is. I'm going to try and do, probably on Monday, I may do a non-shaving shaving video where I sort of talk about my favourite gear, shave gear of 2021. And my favourite shave gear overall. But that'll, if I do that, I'll probably do it on Monday or a Monday. It may not be next Monday, depends on what I'm doing. But I will be doing favourites of 2021 and favourites overall. So, which a lot of them will probably be the same. So here we go, pick up pass. Wow, definitely need alum. It just gets slicker and slicker and slicker as you build the layers of lather on your face. Even with the alum, that's slipping. So yeah, you can't go wrong with a lot of the soap. It's difficult to sort of judge which soap's better than another in terms of slickness, because most of the artisanal soaps nowadays are all really slick. I would definitely say Goodfellas Smile from Italy, Signature soaps from the UK, and Wickham soaps from the UK are some of the slickest soaps I've ever tried. But things like this Stirling, I mean, it's a fraction of a fraction, if you know what I mean, difference between the two, and it would be very difficult for anybody to tell in terms of slickness which one's slicker. Maybe it's biased towards UK and European soaps. I don't know, but I have to say this Stirling, I'd have to blind test it really. This Stirling is superbly slick. It's right up there with the slicker soaps that I've got in my den. So a great soap for a straight shave. I mean, there are soaps that I probably wouldn't use for a straight razor shave. Palmolive being one of them, you know, the cheaper ones. I'd probably use Tobs. But I wouldn't be as confident with Tobs as I would be, say, for this. You really need slick soaps for straight razor shaving, and you need to make sure they're well hydrated to give you that extreme slickness. That feels great. BBS everywhere, apart from the 2 spots there, which is a damn fine shave level. So I'm going to do my usual trick. I'm going to clean up and I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Time for the cold rinse. Suits the weather at the moment. It's pretty cold. No snow. Bit of a frost this morning, but oh, nice. Yeah, we've had unseasonably mild weather over the Christmas period, but it's gone back to its average winter temperatures now. Oh, that feels great. It's going to be interesting to see how the alum block works on this. A bit more water. And there's the alum. Oh yeah, burn there where I said I had those 2 little weepers. Oh, and some burn back here. Definitely burning under my chin. I would say it's a good 5 out of 10, maybe 6 out of 10 under my chin. And at the places where I've done the pickups, not so much up here. There's hardly anything up here, even though there's a little weeper there. So I would say a good 4 out of 10 all over, with some areas of 5 or 6 out of 10 in terms of feedback. Which is fine, it's comfortable, it's, you know, you've had a good shave. So, let's wait for this to work in. So what's everybody got planned for this weekend? Anything, you doing anything special? I mean, I had my son's 21st birthday on the 3rd of Jan, so that's my youngest son. So happy birthday, Will. He's promised to do a shave with me when I hit 1,000 subscribers. He's going to shave his beard off with mine. So we'll see. We'll see if he lives up to that promise. Right, this is stopped burning now, so I'm just going to wipe it off. The only reason I wipe alum off is if I leave it on, every time as I go through the day, my skin starts to itch. If I take it off, it doesn't. So I mean, it doesn't itch straight away. It may be an hour or 2 down the line, but it just starts to itch. So I found that it's the alum that's the cause. So witch hazel today is going to be Boots, Tea Tree and witch hazel. My favourite splash, or witch hazel. And all the witch hazel does is cleans all the pores out and starts the process. The witch hazel helps the process, shall we say, of healing. Because whilst you may have weepers, you'll have many, many more micro cuts that don't bleed, but they'll be there. If you look under a microscope, they'll be there, regardless of whether you're a cartridge razor shaver. Maybe not with electric, you just probably get burns. Right, Haverford Aftershave. Haven't even opened this yet. I did start to break the seal, so should make it easier to open. There we go. So Haverford Aftershave Splash, and that cap is really on tight. It's got a nice restrictor in the top. That smells really nice, very similar to the soap. Oh yeah. Oh, that's really nice. A lot of alcohol in this. I get a hangover just from inhaling it. Wow, yeah, really nice. Love that. Absolutely love that. And then I'm following that up, obviously, with a Haverford post-shave balm. So that's interesting. It's all right, the cap kept sealing itself. So here we go. I think I put too much, but hey ho. It's going on the dome as well, so I'm just using that much. Probably only need half of that, but put my suntan lotion, sunblock on again. Oh, that's nice. Not a strong scent to the balm, but obviously it matches the aftershave splash and the soap, so all in all, very nice indeed. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the shave. I will see you now on Friday for the head shave. I'm going to be trying out some new blades to my den, but I've seen Jim Will Shave use them quite a lot, so I'll be using my leaf razor for that. So they're Euromax pre-cut half blades, and I've often heard him say they're his favourite blades for head shaving, so I'm going to give them a go. So that's the head shave, and then Saturday you're going to have to wait and see, but it should be a bit of fun. Right, okay. It's bye-bye from me, it's bye-bye from the Dovo Shavette. I'm pretty sure you can get different plastic inserts, so you can insert different blades, but if I'm honest, I don't really know what I'm looking at. I know you can get longer DE blades. I don't know whether this will fit an artist club blade in it with the right bit, because this basically, if I show you, that holds the blade. So I don't know whether you can see the blades in there. But yeah, so you just slide that in. You put the blade inside here, clip it closed, and then just push it. Push it in, and it holds it firm. Right, that's it. I will see you now on Friday for the head shave, and Saturday for a bit of fun. Bye now.